Hi, today we'll study the lesson number 9, carbon compound. Carbon is a very versatile element. First of all, we will study about that carbon compound. With these are of two types, organic compounds and the inorganic compounds. Best example we will see here the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and carbide salt. Okay. Next I will explain you that about that carbon which has the electronic configuration 2,4. That means outermost electron in the outermost shell there is an 4 electron. So how we will write here? Carbon here. Okay, carbon here and 4 bonds they are satisfied with the hydrogen. Understand? Now next I will explain you that what do you mean by the covalent bond. The chemical bond formed by the sharing of an 2 valence electron. The chemical bond which are formed by the sharing of an 2 valence electron. These two atoms are called as an covalent bond. Best example I will explain you about the hydrogen. In this what hydrogen, I have taken the 2 atoms of an hydrogen. Here they are bonding with a single bond. See here, hydrogen bonding with a single bond. Okay, this is an electron dot structure and this is an line structure. Hydrogen bonding with a single bond. Now next example I will give you about the oxygen. Oxygen, you will see that 2 atoms of an oxygen I have taken here, and here you will see that there is a double bond. Oxygen bonding with a double bond. Oxygen bonding with a double bond. And next example it is an nitrogen bonding with an 3 pairs. This you will see here. So it is an bonding with a triple bond. Understand? Single bond, double bond and triple bond example I have given you. Now next I will tell you the electron dot. What do you mean by electron dot structure? Which is also useful in the exam point of view. And that is and next it is a line structure. In the electron dot structure you will see that this is an carbon. In the innermost shell, that is an K shell, there are the 2 electrons, and in outermost shell, that is an L shell, there are the 4 electrons. These 4 electrons are satisfied with the help of an hydrogen. Okay, understand? So CH4, this is an electron dot structure and this is a line structure, C and 4 elements of an hydrogen. This is a 3D model of the methane molecule. Methane, what is the formula for methane? CH4. This is a methane molecule. Next I will explain the definition of the catenation power. The carbon which has an unique ability to form the covalent bond. Okay, this is an unique ability to form a covalent bond which forms the molecule. This is known as a catenation power. Understand? What it is? An unique ability to form a big molecule. This is called as a catenation power. Next there are the 2 hydrocarbons. I will explain what it is. Okay, first of all I will explain about the single bond, double bond, triple bond. When there is a carbon-carbon bonding, it is a single bond, then it is known as an alkane. This is example of an ethane. When carbon-carbon bonding double bond, then it is known as an alkene. This is example given as an ethene. And third, carbon-carbon triple bond, alkyne. This is an example of an ethyne. Okay, when the single bond ANE is last, when double bond ENE is last, and when triple bond YNE is last. Understand? These are the best example I will tell about the alkane, alkene, alkyne. Alkane, alkene, alkyne. Now, next there are the hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means what? There are the 2 types of hydrocarbons, saturated hydrocarbons and there are unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, what do you mean by hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons means what? There are the elements of an hydrogen and the carbon elements, these 2 elements. Due to this the compound is formed, this called as an hydrocarbons. Okay, next example here it is an given, that is of an ethane. Okay, ethane, C, single bond C, and so remaining this valences of an hydrogen, it is fulfilled by the hydrogen. Okay, this is a line structure and this is an electron dot structure. Okay, next it is an given the best example, that is an ethene. Okay, ENE. Here it I have given the ANE, this is an ENE. Now next we will study about the straight chain, branch chain and the ring chain. Straight chain means what? This example, when the carbon, see, carbon here in the straight, then this is a straight chain. When the carbon here and one again carbon is attached, this is known as branch chain. And next it is an ring chain or cyclic chain. This is known as a ring chain. Straight chain, branch chain, and this is a ring chain. Okay, here also we will study about the bonding, single bond, double bond and triple bond. And next it is a we will study about the, see, I have to explain you with the example. This is an structure of an straight chain. This is a structure of an branched chain. Here carbon is branched here. And last it is an example of an, this is a ring structure. Understand? This is a best example of the cyclohexane. Hexane, ANE. Okay, ANE, single bond, and other it is fulfilled with the help of a hydrogen. Understand? Next example, here it is and given, you have to learn all this for the board's points of view. This is an very star example. This is an benzene C6H6. When you will ask any question, teacher ask, then you will tell what is the formula of an benzene. That C6H6 is the best example. Okay, C6H6. What is the formula of an benzene? C6H6. What is the formula of an cyclohexane? C6H12. Okay, you have to tell fastly what is the answer. Now we will study about the functional group. There are the different functional groups where the halogen elements or oxygen elements or nitrogen elements or sulfur element, any element when it is attached to this carbon, then it is called as a functional group. And there are the different properties of the functional group we will study it. Now I will explain you the different functional group. What are the? Number one, first functional group. This is an halogen group. Here it is an chlorine, bromine and iodine. This functional group, this is added. Then first it is called as an halo group. What it is called as an halo group. Next, when the OH is added to the structural formula, then it is called as an alcoholic group. Again, I will explain you when chlorine, bromine or iodine, when it is added, it is known as a halo group. Next, when OH is added, then it is known as alcoholic group. When CHO is added, here C, H, single bond, C, double O, with O, double bond, aldehyde group is added. Next, third, CO. C, when bonding with O, double bond, and other remaining here, single bond. This is known as a ketonic group. Next, it is an carboxylic group. Carboxylic group here it is C, O, OH. C, double bond O and OH. Ether, both side single bond and oxygen here it is. Ester, C, O, double bond O, C, double O. And amines, NH2. Again I will explain. Halo group, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Alcoholic group, OH group. Aldehyde group, CHO group. Ketonic group, CO group. Carboxylic acid group, COOH group. Ether, O. Ester, COO and amine, CnH2. Understand? These functional groups are useful for what purpose? By naming the IUPAC nomenclature. What it is? By naming the IUPAC nomenclature. Now in this nearby chart I will not explain because it is example. You have to learn that what is methane, what is ethane. When single carbon, this is methane. When double carbon, then ethane. Triple carbon, propane. 4 carbon, butane. 5 carbon, pentane. 6 carbon, hexane. Single carbon, methane. Double carbon, ethane. Triple carbon, propane. 4 butane. 5 pentane. 6 hexane. Understand? This you have to learn. And when this is all it is a single bond. If there is a double bond, then ethene. 2 carbon ethene, 3 carbon propene, butene and pentene. Okay, you have to see whether it is a single bond, whether it is a double bond or triple bond. Understand? Now next it is when there is I think so general formula. What will be the general formula for alkane? Alkane, I don't know here it is given here, but CnH2n plus 1. Next, for alkene, CnH2n, and for alkyne, CnH2n minus n. Okay, here it is an general formula. Now, how will you study about the IUPAC nomenclature? For IUPAC nomenclature, I will explain you the parent, it will be there in the middle, and prefix or suffix any functional group is added by naming for the IUPAC nomenclature. I will explain you with the help of an example how you will give the name to the IUPAC nomenclature. What is the full form of IUPAC nomenclature? International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, I will explain you with the example so that you can understand it. First of all, here the best example. All this functional group I have explained you. Now I will explain you how to name this IUPAC nomenclature. First of all, see how much carbon chain it is and whether there is single bond or double bond. Now see here there are the 3 carbon chain, carbon element, atom, and everywhere there is a single bond. Okay, when there is a 3, then what we called it is an propane. Okay, single for single methane, for 2 ethane, and for 3 propane. Now here it is a single bond, so propane we will tell. Now for the second carbon, when you are naming for IUPAC nomenclature, go from left to right. For the second carbon, which group is added? OL group. OH group means alcoholic group. Okay, so for giving the name to the IUPAC nomenclature, propane to all. Okay, for alcohol, ethanol, OL it is written. For chloroethane, chloro. Okay, Br bromo, CHO aldehyde, Al, and carboxylic acid, OICE acidic, and amine, and this is ONA. Okay, now next example I will give you here. Count this carbon atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons are there. All are single bond. So pentane it is. Now at the 1 and 2, see naming here 1 and 2. 2 at the 2 carbon, chlorine is added. So what will be the name nomenclature here? IUPAC here 2 chloropentane. 2 chloropentane. Now next example, best example I will give. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What it is then? 5 means pentane. For second group, here oxygen means CHO, CO group. CO group means what? This ONE group. Okay, this is added. So pentane 1 and 2, 2 ONE. Pentane 2 ONE. Understand? If there will be a triple bond, other we will name here, see here 2 carbon, so ethene, double bond, so ethylene, acetylene. This two, all this formula you have to learn, because they have same different structural formula. This is acetone, acetaldehyde you have to learn, acetylene you have to learn, acetic acid you have to learn. This is useful for the esterification. You will see here all these things. Okay, next there is a reaction. It is a combustion reaction. What do you mean by the combustion? Means here it is a breakdown. No, it is in combination. Here heat is used. Okay, this is a chemical property. Here heat is used, or heat is emitted, and light is also emitted. So here it is a combustion example. Now next reaction, it is called as an oxidation, where here what will happen, that oxygen element is given easily in the ignited in the air. Okay, in this oxidation. Next it is an, you can see here, it is not an exam point of view, but I am explaining because there are the different types of reaction. Here best example, it is taken of an ethanol and ethanoic acid. Here best example, here it is taken as ethanol and ethanoic acid, and oxygen is used here, and acidic KMnO4 is 0. Next it is an addition. In this addition, what we will see, the best example addition. Here it is not given, but still also two elements which are added to form, okay, chlorine, bromine, anything you can see here, or functional group which is added. So it is known as an addition reaction. Next it is a substitution reaction. In this, what chlorine group is substituted in the place of an hydrogen. So it is known as a substitution reaction. Okay. Now next it is a very important point of view. Here it is an ethanol and ethanoic acid. This is an important point of view. This is an ethanol and ethanoic acid. In this reaction, we will study about what do you mean by ethanol and what do you mean by the ethanoic acid. Now here it is given the example of the reaction with the sodium. When this, see here carbon double 2 carbons are there, and OH group is added, so ethanoic acid. Now sodium when added with this, okay, sodium when added with this, then hydrogen, this is removed, and in the place of hydrogen sodium is added. So it is known as a substitution reaction, where sodium is used in this reaction. Understand? Now next example I will explain you that dehydration. Dehydration means what? Water molecule is given out. Here in this example, water molecule is given out, unsaturated hydrocarbon. Understand? Here ethene is formed. Ethene is formed. Now this chemical properties of an ethanoic acid, you have to learn this reaction of the acetic acid and sodium carbonate with exam point of view. You have to learn this figure, naming also you have to learn this. What you will there, I will explain you the reaction of this way. Acetic acid when react with the sodium hydroxide gives sodium acetate and water is given formed. Again I will explain. Acetic acid when react with the sodium hydroxide, sodium acetate is formed and water is also evolved. Understand? See, acid when react with base gives salt and water. Basic example, neutralization. Now understand this reaction, it is reaction of the base. You have to learn this experiment, how this sodium carbonate and acetic acid is reaction, and freshly what we will form here, so that it is useful for the exam point of view. You will learn these chemical properties, all that sodium acetate is formed here. Now next it is an esterification. Here I will explain you that it is a very important point of view. Okay, here ethanoic acid which is formed here above, ethanoic acid and ethanol when react in the presence of an acid catalyst, okay, gives out ethyl ethanoate and water is released. This is an example of an ester. You have to learn. I don't think so that apparatus or chemicals you can learn this, what it is an apparatus not necessary, but what actually happens in this reaction you have to explain you. Okay, next this ester or ester which is formed, it has an sweet odor. This is useful for making the fragrance or flavoring agent. Understand? This ester when react with the alkali, sodium hydroxide is formed, and enough. Okay. Now in this next, this is also reaction, it is useful for the saponification, which is used for preparation of the soaps and fats. Okay. Last point, it is an macromolecules of the polymers. Here also this is an exam point of view. This is an macromolecules, which is an mass, it is an 10 raised to power 1 to 10 power 12 it is. Okay, these macromolecules, this is another giant carbon molecules. Okay, this is also which type it is an polymers. Next is a natural macromolecules, which is a natural macromolecules, that is in polysaccharides, proteins and nucleic acid. These are the natural macromolecules. And what it is found here, this is an starch, cellulose, this is an polysaccharide. And naturally what we will get here, rubber we will get here. Okay, natural macromolecule. Next it is a man-made macromolecule. Man-made, what we will prepare, man will prepare rubber also, and man will prepare silk also, and human being will prepare that rubber also and plastic also. This you can artificially make it. Next it is an polymer. Polymer means what it is, an macromolecules found by the regular repetition of small unit. Again I will explain, the macromolecule found by the regular repetition of small unit, it is called as an polymer. Okay. Now, the reaction in which monomer molecules are converted into polymer. The reaction in which monomer molecules are converted into polymer, it is called as an polymerization. Example, it is an synthesis of an polyethylene. Example, it is an polyethylene. Understand? Carbon compound, which is very important for the exam point of view. And here this last box, it is an what it is an. Here I will explain you fastly about this polyethylene, which is used for carbon bags and sportswear. Polystyrene, you have to learn this formula. Thermocol articles. PVC, you use for making the pipes. Then polyacrylonitrile, winter clothing and blanket. Teflon, which is a non-stick ware. Polypropylene, this is an injection of syringe in the syringe. And next it is an polysaccharides, which is an occurrence in the glucose. One monomer, it is an glucose, and this is an starch. Next it is an cellulose, which is found in the glucose and wood, in the wood plant. Proteins, amino acids. Okay, where we will find the skin, hairs, muscles. DNA, which is present in the chromosomes of the animals. RNA, which is present in the chromosomes of the plants. Here it is a nucleotide base power deoxyribophosphate, and here it is an base ribophosphate. Okay, and last it is an rubber, which is an example. Latex, it is an isopropyl. Understand? Okay, thank you students.